pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And on the mound now, Taijuan Walker. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win. And I expect to see that from him in this one today.
All right, ready to go here. And here's the veteran outfielder, George Springer. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. There's a strike at the knees. And that's how this game gets started. Next pitch, not close, up high. Righty to the plate. Not even close there. And it's 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. And a pitch. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That misses. 1-0. Vladdy measures 6 feet 2 inches, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. Runner at first with no outs here.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Next offering is fouled back. Throw over to first. Back in there standing. Righty delivers.
That's Bolter.
At the belt and fires. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Springer on the run. Real neutral throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Turner climbs in on that right side. And a foul ball. And there's a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And it's second. Struck him out without a swing. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. That one's in there, and that's strike one. The shortstop takes the ball.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
And another ball. Springer on at second with 2 down. just missing there. 3-2 now. Outside, and that is ball 4.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Now the left fielder. That's a little bit low. First and second, 2 down, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Tapped out in front of the plate. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. Around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, some errors hurt way more than others, right? I mean, 2 runs come in right there, so definitely a tough one to get over, and that could have been a very different result if they make the play cleanly.
Man at second here with 2 away. Digging in, Dalton Varsho. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Man on second, 2 down. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Alejandro Kirk. Right through there for a strike. And the 0-1. And he pumps it a strike. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Next offering is downstairs. In the dirt. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. 2 outs. Fly ball down the line. Castellanos moves on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Phillies coming up. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And the starter for Toronto, Alek Manoah. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Kyle Schwarber in the box now. No balls and a strike. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a pitch.
Ball 1.
And the right-hander deals. Wouldn't chase that time. Left-hand batter waits. And that's downstairs and outside. The pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And it's caught for the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them in part with his legs, Edmundo Sosa.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
JT Realmuto, the next to hit, takes outside. 1 out, bases empty. And there's the strike.
1-1.
And there's the strike. Got him looking. 2 away.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it.
Bichette whips it to first. Harper retired. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail in this one 3-0. Back at Citizens Bank Park, second inning set to go. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. And the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The wind to the pitch.
Hey!
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Now Ernie Clement. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Here's George Springer. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Two outs, base is empty. That one laced to center and a base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Runner at first with 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ball 1, no strikes. Springer off of first with 2 away. Bounced up the middle. Over to Sosa. That ends the frame. Blue Jays held in check, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in Philadelphia, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Alec Bohm. The pitch.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And he deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting good. No left field.
Something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
And that one wrapped foul. Left-hand hitter waits. And here it comes. Popped up. Bichette gets under it. And there's one down.
Batting good. No right field. No.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And a strike in there. The Jays leading by 3, bottom half of inning number 2. That one down the line into the outfield, base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
This is Bryson Stott. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Now 1-1. And another ball.
1 strike.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swings and misses. 2 gone now.
Batting in.
So first and second with 2 outs. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. And that one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. In the air, left field, down the line. Dives, and it gets by. 1 run is in. Castellanos on his way to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's a 1-run game. And he makes it all the way to third with a 2-out triple. So digging in, Johan Rojas. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Runner at third, 2 away. Up the middle, Connor Falefa in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up a pair here, both coming on this 2-run triple. And the home team down a run. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. Here's Justin Turner.
The designated hitter, Justin Turner.
The wind and the pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Kicks and deals. Caught him looking for the K.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Bo Bichette now at the plate. A walk and a run scored his first time. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Number 36, batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Two outs. And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to first. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Set for the bottom of the third. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
The designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Manoah back to work. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Kicks and fires.
Ball back outside.
The pitch. On the ground to first, Guerrero. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Nope, that's a ball.
One down. Phillies down a run. Fouled off. He was late. Good eye right there. And another ball. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
3-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And down on strikes. Now 2 away.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Right side. And that is Springer. And that ends the inning. Offense held in check there. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Phillies 2. New inning getting started, and now it's Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Inside, almost got him.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1. On the ground right side, Harper. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter number 7, second baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Here's the second baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a good eye there.
Ball 1, no strike.
Next offering upstairs. Two outs. There's the strike, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And another ball. Two down, nobody on. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So all down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Clement in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
One ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Connor Falefa leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pitch misses there, and the count's even at 2. Here comes a pitch. This one high in the air to left center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. One left for Toronto, but they're up 3-2. Bottom of the 4th, here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
The pitch. That one hooked foul. And a pitch.
Nope, outside.
Righty delivers. And another ball. Two and one now. Lifted in the air, right center field. And George makes the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Flied out his first time. In there at the knees. 0-1. Just missed. The Blue Jays up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one ripped. Marshall on the move. And that one hops the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
He was all over that one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that one is lifted in the air. Springer there makes the catch. 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but
The batter,
a competitor
number
like
5,
him, he is
second
looking
baseman,
forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Next pitch is downstairs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 left for Philadelphia, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer.
George Springer.
And a pitch. There's a strike. The line to kick the pitch. And there's a ball. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Didn't go. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. One and two now. And they'll do it again. And another ball. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Rojas raging back towards the wall. On the warning track and hauls it in.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter.
So now Turner in on that right side. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. Strike one. And that one missing low. 2 outs. Bounce to the left side. Whips it to first. That's out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they still lead at 3-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now at the plate, Edmundo Sosa. Manoah back to work. Fly ball to right. And George makes the grab.
Now batting, center fielder
Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. Grounded out his first time up. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 2.
up next.
Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one missing inside. And a base hit right there. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
2 outs, runner at first. And now it is JT Realmuto, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. There's a swing and a drive. Dives. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning after the pitcher battles through a tough one. That'll fire up the dugout. Time to go hit.
Top of the 6th inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. The wind of the pitch. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Matt Strom, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Sanchez also getting ready. And the pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing out there most of the time.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batter.
Here's the left fielder.
David Nyland.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that one clips the corner. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Ball.
Bounce to third. Boom. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batter. The center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the 1st. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he held up. In there at the knees. Next offering is down low. 2 down, nobody on. Out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of him there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Phillies 2. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 6th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. And a pitch. And fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
No ball, 2 strikes.
At the belt and fires. That one 95 to finish him off.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Alec Bohm. 1 for 2. Close, but call the ball. Ball 1. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Ripped to right, base hit.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. That one missed. The 1-0. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Foul ball there. Out to short. Bichette fires across the diamond, and Castellanos is out. Inning over. Phillies strand 1. They're down 3-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Strong. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. As the lefty gets to work, there's a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times you talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
And here it comes.
That's ball 2.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
On the ground. Fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. There's a strike.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
And there's 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And the batter is George Springer. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Clement off of first with 2 away. Right down the chute, and that is strike 2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. 2 outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights it off, he'll see another. The pitch.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
kicks and deals. And that one a little bit high.
2 balls.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The pitch.
3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. waiting for a turn at the plate. 3-2 on the way. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and fires. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he deals. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 7th, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And he takes it himself for the out.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing, almost like he didn't get pitch recognition. And tried to slow his bat down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play. Have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That clips a corner.
0-2 is the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Rojas up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And the righty deals. Fought off foul. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail it 3-2. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jose Ruiz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And the pitch. There's the strike. just missed. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. That's inside.
That's inside.
Two and two. Got him. One gone here.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
That's to third. Two up, two down here in the top of the eighth.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. And it's fouled away. Pitch is in there. That is strike two. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Genesis Cabrera.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just going to make a difference, so we'll see what he's got here.
The pitch. Schwarber, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Jordan Romano, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Pearson warming up as well. And out the lefty.
Ball.
The pitch. Wouldn't chance that time. JT Realmuto on deck for the Phillies. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Entering as the pinch runner, Whit Merrifield. JT Realmuto steps in.
Counts 1-0.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And a pitch. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's Harper now. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Step off, throw to first. Throws it away. Tag, and they got him. So an error on the play, but they get the out anyway. And another ball. That one fouled off. 2-2. And downstairs. Alec Bohm getting on deck circle. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. We go to the ninth, and now for the Jays, number 36.
Davis Schneider.
Ruiz back to work.
That's a ball. Ball one, no strike.
Right-handed reliever. Way outside. Now 2-0. Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone. 2-1 now. Good eye in that spot.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Righty delivers, and he walked him.
That's ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate, but as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
So man aboard, and now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Righty to the plate, and there's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. On the first double play.
Well, he made his pitch down in the zone. He got that ball on the ground. The double play he was looking for. Really good execution.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And first offering is fouled off. And here it comes. That just misses. And the count 1-2. And another ball. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Goes down looking. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Phillies 2. Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Well, one-run game. Alec Bohm digs in now. The pitch. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it stays fair.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Looked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And here is Brandon Marsh, 1 for 3. That catches the corner. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. That one hit the knees for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
A big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Last chance for the Phillies. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
That's in there. 0-1. And fouled off. With the winning run at the plate here in the last half of inning number 9. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Romano is just 1 strike away. High fly ball down the left field line. That one's carrying, and he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays strand the tying run on base to win it. Manoah with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long